It's Vamp with another War Thunder video. So this is my second Kittyhawk, the P-40. It is a rank 4 aircraft for the United States, for the Americans. And you'll see this one at the end of the last video. I went into the hangar and I changed the paint scheme. I put the blue and the white on the wing versus in the other videos it was just white. So a little bit something different, but this is a complete game and I do well. I believe, I think I was number 1 on our team and possibly for both teams. But I don't, well, I won't spoil it, but I'm in the Kittyhawk the whole game, so there you go. And I will be bringing you more jibber jabber. Yes, you heard correctly, if I can speak. Jibber jabber. I said in my last video, one of my subscribers made that comment. I'm going to, and by the way, I have to go back and look at your username, so I apologize if you're listening to this and you're like, that was me. I'll cut that comment out and I'll throw it up on the screen. I might add that even to the beginning of every video. I don't know. Most of you are like, what the hell is he talking about and why do I care? But that's the great thing, is that, well, to me, I've noticed one of the great things in doing commentaries is you can talk about whatever the heck you want to. Obviously you want it to be interesting to your audience or to those that might be listening. Potentially a new audience. The key is you have to be able to speak clearly and well, which I'm not really doing that right now. So I'm trying to get an easy kill there. The plane on the runway. Man, yaks are brutal. My very first video was the yak. It was the yak 1. No, yak 1 and yak 7, I think. The two, yeah, because the first 2 yaks, right? So I get some hits on that yak. They can take so much damage though, so much punishment. I like flying the yaks. I haven't flown them in a while. I got an assist, so that's not bad. Oh, look at that collision. That Wildcat just smashed into one of our guys, or vice versa. But they both just disintegrated. Whoa. Hayabusa, I don't know if he was trying to ram me. Hopefully not. But I was able to get out of the way. Alright, so what I wanted to say real quick as we continue to watch this video. I might make some comments about the gameplay itself and some of my thought process tactically as I flew on this particular map and in this plane. Right now I believe I have upgraded. Did I do it at the beginning of this video? I forget. I wasn't watching closely as I started the commentary. I wasn't looking at the actual video. But, oh, got that guy. So I believe I've already upgraded the engine on the Kittyhawk. I had enough experience to buy the upgraded engine, which helps. But I have not purchased the octane, the fuel, or the fuselage, the what is it, the air resistance upgrade. We'll see. I believe at the end of the video, I'm pretty sure I actually go and you'll see I buy those upgrades, so you'll see what they are, and I've added that. So that means that now at the end of this video, the Kittyhawk will have the most performance upgrades you can get, which are those 3. And that's pretty much for most planes. I don't know, do all the planes have the fuel upgrade or not? I don't know if that's something that I know for some planes I never remember seeing that, but I don't know if that's something new that they've added for all the planes, or if it's an upgrade only certain planes get, and does it really make a difference? I don't know. I think some of the upgrades do make a difference. Like I'll feel the planes flying a little bit differently. Well, when I say a little bit differently, they fly better. There's less resistance, obviously. They're smoother. The engine, I think, definitely gives you the ability to just power through either turns or climb faster, and obviously gain a little bit extra speed. So I want to close out my YouTube comments. I know it's been dragging. I think I started in the Ponies Reloaded, my second Ponies video, which is old footage, obviously April 1st, April Fool's Day footage, but I wanted to throw up a little bit more because I had it and I wanted to clear it off of my drive. But what I was talking about, what I started to mention about YouTube in that video, and then continued in the last video about or also the Kittyhawk video, where I showed different clips of the Kittyhawk, versus this video, which is this entire gameplay just on this map. I think this is also Pelliu. I had another game. It wasn't the same game in that last video. It was also on Pelliu. Or there's another map that's very similar. So maybe I'm mixing them up. I didn't even look at the beginning, but there's there's a couple island maps, like the Pacific Island, like this. So I forget the name of the other one. I know. Let me know in the comments what it is. So I commented in the last video about YouTube, and the bottom line is, if you're trying to gain subscribers, you're trying to build a channel or build interest and get more people watching your videos, is it okay to reach out and say, hey, check out my video, check out my channel? If someone wants to, they will. If they don't, they won't, right? But how are they going to know you're even there if you don't tell them? Yes, I understand you can post on forums and on other websites, and that's good, and you should do that. And I know I went onto the War Thunder forums and I posted, but you know, how many people? 100 people might see that, if that. If someone sees and likes your channel, are they going to really, word of mouth? Are they going to tell other people? Are they going to word of mouth? What kind of English is that? This is terrible. But you know what I mean. Are they going to go out and advertise for free for you? Are they going to tell other people and say, hey, you got to look at this guy's channel? Probably not. No. And maybe other people will find it because your keywords maybe on your videos. Oh, I got a phone call. I'm going to edit that out and I'll be right back. Thanks. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had a phone call. Actually, my dad called me. I was chatting with him for a minute. And interestingly enough, I don't know if it's interesting, but I guess it is pretty interesting. I'm from San Antonio, Texas. That's where I grew up. My childhood. Went to high school down there. And then after that I left, and I didn't go back there after school, after college and stuff. I ended up here in the Washington D.C. area. So I'm in Northern Virginia, outside Washington D.C. So I like this area. It's good. I like Texas too. It's really nice. It's obviously really hot there during the summer. It's more of a drier heat though. Here in East Coast of the United States, Washington D.C., it gets super humid a lot of the time during the summer. So it'll be like 90 or 95. Sometimes it'll get up to 100. Not very often, but usually a few times each summer, but it won't go like a month or 2 months above 100 like it will down in South Texas, San Antonio, Austin. Um, Sometimes, yeah, Dallas, Houston. Dallas is northern Texas. Houston is eastern Texas, closer to Louisiana. But in general, Texas gets hot in the summer. Arizona obviously is Arizona, New Mexico, the desert heat. Phoenix and some of those places get super hot. It can get 115 plus. I think you guys hit 120 every once in a while, which is just insane. Actually, I was over in the Middle East a few years back, and it would get. I'll tell you more about that later, but it would get hot. I think the hottest I've been in was close to 130. It might have touched 130, but anything around that. I think I have to check the Guinness Book or the Almanac. I think the hottest ever in the history is 136, I believe. Maybe it's been hotter since then, but I know Death Valley can get really, really hot like that. Also, Israel, I believe, I'm pretty sure, at least I read a while back, that a spot in Israel has the world's hottest recorded temperature in the mid 130s. So, but I'm sure on a yearly basis, spots in the Middle East and Death Valley and places will hit consistently, 130, 131. But that's the hottest I know on record. So I have to double check that. Maybe in the last few years that record's been broken, but. So, in any case, he calls me. He's down in San Antonio still. That's where he lives, and he has a cool job. He is actually retired, but he got a part-time job, which actually I think turned into semi-full-time. But he is a riverboat captain. Yeah, riverboat captain. And what I mean by that is, I don't know if anyone has been to San Antonio, Texas. Obviously home of the Alamo, which is basically one of the very famous landmarks that San Antonio is known for. There's other stuff to do there too, but downtown, which they've really spruced up, that's more jibber jabber talk, but they've improved it, renovated it over the years. When I was a kid, we used to go down there, and there were areas of downtown that were not very nice, that were really run down and stuff. I'm not joking, I'm serious. But we're even right around the Alamo. Now it's much, much, much improved, a lot more focused on tourists and really nice. There's a lot to do down there, lots of restaurants. It's really cool. It's a really neat place to check out if you've never been there. So there's a river that runs through the downtown, and it's like a canal, like when I say river, but there is the San Antonio River, so it's a natural river, and then I think they built, it's man-made, where they built. I have to go back and read. I don't know if it's actually the natural river that they have then built around, or if they actually built some of those canals man-made. I think it's man-made for a good stretch of it, and then it dumps back into the river as it exits the downtown area. So you San Antonio historians don't rip me apart for that, but that's basically what it is. So there's a river downtown. So he is a captain. He runs one of the river barges, really. They're like flatbed barges on the San Antonio. It's called the Riverwalk. So the Riverwalk runs downtown. It winds through San Antonio near the Alamo, and there's lots of restaurants down there and hotels and stuff, obviously, for tourists. And even if you live down there, it's fun to go down there once in a while, go out to eat, have some drinks, relax. They string up, like at night, it's nice too, that they have all these lights strung up, like kind of like Christmas lights, but just it's really neat. So yeah, so it's a pretty unique job. He ended up getting that. Really wasn't even looking for a job. He was retired, but it kind of fell into his lap, so to speak, where it's something interesting that he really enjoys, and it's fun. Obviously, it's a job, so you get paid and make money, but it's more, I think, just enjoyable to do that. You get to drive a boat, or pilot a boat, I guess is the term. It's the flatbed barge. If any of you have seen on TV, you might have seen those like flat barges, boats going down the river, holding it's a big, it's pretty long too. It's, I don't know, 20 feet or 15 feet long, so it holds, it holds a good amount of people. They have a bench, like padded benches around the outside. It's like a square, a rectangle, and then in the middle there's a bench that runs in the middle, so people can sit there. So you can fit a lot of people on the rectangular boat barge. So in any case, so I chatted with him for a minute. So that was why, that was the phone call. All right, so back to this gameplay. And back to YouTube. All right, so the gameplay there. So I'm flying the P-40 Kittyhawk. You can see the 12.7 millimeter, the 450 cal machine guns are doing pretty well. I think I said in the last video, I think that they are, if they had been nerfed before, in other words, if they were not hitting that hard or not doing it damage and getting kills, I think now I was pretty happy with it. So you can see right there. So I have 5 kills right now, and you'll see how this game plays out in the end. But excuse me, I'm pretty happy with the way the plane is performing in terms of how it's flying, and also how the guns are hitting. Sometimes if you don't have cannons on a aircraft in this game, you feel like you're at a disadvantage. But I was pretty happy with it. I think it feels like I was getting some good hits and doing some good damage. All right, so my point about YouTube, and let me just say this. So YouTube was founded in 2005. I said that in the earlier video, in I think February 2005. Initially, I don't remember exactly. I want to say it didn't have actually advertising right away, so it was just content videos that people posted. There definitely, if there was ads, it was like the banner ads. There weren't ads at the beginning of videos where you had to watch 15 seconds or 30 seconds of an ad. I know that for a fact. I just remember that was a big deal. It's like all of a sudden an ad pops up before you could even watch a video. You're like, hey, what's going on? But Google bought YouTube in October, I believe, 2006. And I didn't think it was that long ago. For some reason, I thought it was just a couple years ago, but it was all the way back in 2006. So YouTube itself is only 8 years old. That's amazing to me. Like I said before, it seems like it's been around for 20 years. I guess when something's, when you really use something a lot, or you like it, and it's kind of part of your routine almost day to day, or pretty often, that it just feels like it's been around for a lot longer. I just switched to the cockpit view because I always forget. I'm like, hey, I could use the cockpit. More to show you guys. I might play a whole game in just the cockpit, or for the most part, like switch into cockpit when I go in to shoot. I just need to remember to do that. I always say I'm going to do it and I always forget. So Google bought YouTube in 2006, and the bottom line is the way the business model set up, it's what they were terming it is, it's, I don't know, one term is called Wikinomics, but basically it's an example for an economy. The way it's set up is it's based on mass collaboration. It makes use of the internet, so everyone's contributing the content. In other words, they're not creating everything themselves. People are posting videos. Those videos are interesting to other people, and you enable people to use a lot of the service for free. Okay, so I get on there, you get on there, we watch videos for free. Hey, can't be beat, right? Well, in order to do that, obviously, since so many people are watching, they sell advertising to companies. Okay, and they are able to then advertise to you and me, to consumers, and people all around the world. It's not obviously just the United States, throughout Europe, throughout Asia and Africa and everywhere, all different parts of the world. And it's a combination. So it basically allows companies to be more agile, responding to customer demands. It allows them to get their word out there and get their message across. Okay, but it's a combination. So in other words, the content is free for the consumers, but YouTube charges advertisers money, so they put their ads up, and that's how their revenue. So there's not basically the free content is the lure, and they layer revenue from advertising and premium services on top of that. What I mean by premium services, they are exploring to some of the channels now, they're subscription based, where you pay like $1 a month, 99 cents a month, or something like that, whatever the fee is. Whether or not that's going to gain in popularity, I don't know. I haven't really seen any channels, or I haven't really even explored channels where I want to pay, $1 a month. But if something's really interesting, I might do that. I don't know. It's $1. It's no big deal, in terms of it's not a big, huge cost. Like War Thunder, like for people that buy the premium account, you're paying money to do that. If you want to gain levels quicker, you can buy Golden Eagles and use and convert your free experience and use Golden Eagles to convert that to gain levels quicker, faster, instantly. And you can buy obviously the gold planes, and I've done that. I have a few of those, so I did spend some money on this game. I don't feel the need to do that, all the time. Like now, I haven't spent money on this game in a long time, but I might do that. I might buy some more Golden Eagles, or there's a pack where you can get free gift planes, or not free. You buy the pack and then you get extra planes. I might do that. I don't know. I'll see. But the point for my YouTube comments is simply that YouTube is a business. They're gaining revenue from advertisers. Okay, and a lot of people are on YouTube. In fact, the most amazing thing I saw was simply that in 2007, I think it said that YouTube consumed as much bandwidth in 2007 as the entire internet had in 2000. That's just unbelievable to me. It's amazing. You can see here this game. So yeah, I did 8 kills, 2,300. I was top for both teams. And you can see I had 6 assists on top of the 8 kills. So, wow. So I could have, conceivably had, converted a few of those assists into kills. 32 hits. That's pretty good. 22,000 lions. 36,000 XP. So, all right. So I think that pretty much sums it up for my YouTube stuff. Bottom line is, what's the best way to get the word out there without feeling like you're spamming people? But I think you do want to get the word out. That's just part of the business model, and as a user, you should be able to do that the same way. People get upset. Hey, that's fine. I understand that, but you want to use everything at your disposal to try and grow. So, all right, thanks, you guys. I will catch you next time. I will catch you next time. I will catch you next time. I will catch you.